Yo, what is up? Welcome to today's trade recap. It is July 9th. I took an absolute banger today and super happy about it. Super happy about it. Kind of recovered myself from yesterday's loss. And yeah, let's just get into today's PNL ski. 2,300 on the day. Absolute amazing day. Love that, love that, love that, love that. Banger. Let's get into today's price action. So going into the day, even though you saw I took shorts there, my bias was bullish, super bullish. It unfortunately just did not get any entry. We ended up tapping into this gap that I wanted to see get filled, and then I wanted to maybe target unmitigated gaps. So this was could be used as a higher time frame, and this was also a higher time frame condition. So as we see open here, very bullish price action, and the obvious DOL here is to fill that gap. Uh, the 1 minute. I was thinking maybe this could be an enter here, but I saw this volume imbalance of this candle, and I thought price was gonna try to retrace to fill that, and usually like that isn't a part of my system to just trade off the rip, but I honestly would have took this trade right here because of it inversing this small tiny gap right here. And this could have absolutely ripped even if I just got entry right here, but I just wanted to see this displacement candle close over this, and then this ended up creating a volume imbalance, and I thought it was gonna see a retrace, and then it just kept pumping, and it just kept pumping. So there was no entry there, and then we already filled the gap here, so saw a little bit of manipulation or accumulation. So we were bouncing in this little bit of range right here. Did not see an entry. Did not want to take anything here. But we filled the gap. This is the gap getting filled. So saw a little bit of accumulation, creating some low resistance liquidity and draw some liquidity to the downside. So with this higher time frame condition on the 1 hour fair value gap, I was just now waiting for my entry. So I ended up taking this on a 3 minute, or this is 5 minute. Yeah, I ended up taking it on a 5 minute. I don't know, on the 3 minute is what it looks like. So I did mark out this 5 minute candle, and I'm pretty sure I just got a really good entry here. Um, all right, this might be adjusted. This might be adjusted. Let me see. I think this is what ended up being my trade. So off this 5 minute candle close, that was the displacement that I wanted. So after I found my higher time frame condition, or no, let me write this out. Let's write this out. So first, you want to look for your bias in the next model. Um, whether we are respecting bullish price action, so we are bouncing off of bullish gaps and disrespecting bearish gaps, or if we are bearish, then we are creating bearish price action and disrespecting bullish gaps and respecting bearish gaps. So number one, bias, but we want to fill the narrative, so we want to look to see if we are going to support whether or not the bias is working out, and that's with PD raise. And number two is my higher time frame condition. So when you look at the bias, you want to be able to tell two stories, whether that's bullish or bearish. Just want to point that out because I did say we had bullish price action going to the day, and my bias was bullish, but we make sure to have two stories. And then when you're looking for a trade, you kind of want to hone in onto one. So you kind of want to build that narrative of whether or not you want that trade to become executed. So once you have that narrative of it being bearish or bullish by having it being supported by a P raise or a reversal off that higher time frame condition, and that's when you can look for an entry. So for my entries, I just look for IFPGs, inverse fair value gaps, on from the 5 minute to the 1 minute, and then you target DOLs or 1-to-1. I can make a more in-depth video on the MEC model and how I trade it, so my little nuanced details, but that's the trade recap for today. After this candle close, just targeted this obvious DOL right here that I wanted to get displaced, or not displaced, wanted to reach. Looks like price ended up sweeping crazy. Yep. Honestly, it could have targeted. All good, all good. You know what? Not even tripping. Not even tripping. Got my 1-1. My piece of the pie. Went a little bit heavier on this trade because I was super confident and I did want to win back that loss from yesterday. But there you have it. There you have it. What an absolute banger. 2,300 on the day. Super proud of that. We'll see what tomorrow gives us. I'm not really sure how that's gonna go, but yeah, that is today's trade recap, July 9th. I hope you guys do enjoy this and go ahead and have yourself a great rest of the day.